Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. Everybody's excited you're here. The fans are waiting on the red. You know, now you were here in December. I wasn't hosting, but Devin was hosting.
Yes.
And you sang a cappella and sounded fantastic.
Why, thank you.
You sounded lovely, which doesn't happen a lot nowadays. I was talking about this with Chris Cornell. He was here on Friday and he did like a Much Music Live. And a lot of people nowadays don't have to rely on that. They can mix it around in the recording studio.
Yeah, well, sort of what happens is I think because studio technology and computer technology has gotten so good, you don't really have to rely on musicianship anymore. You know, I think that's really sad, and it sucks the soul out of a lot of music these days. We didn't really want to do that, so you know, we didn't do any of that stuff on our record.
Is there other artists that you think that are good like that nowadays that don't have to, like you said, that are good live? Anybody that you listen to or love?
Pretty much just us.
Just you guys, eh? You just listen to your CD all day? Okay. So nobody besides yourself?
I think that, like, a lot of recordings these days, there's a lot of good musicians out there, and studio people will cut up stuff and, you know, digitalize it all and use computers when it's not really all that necessary, but it's just kind of the way things are going these days.
Yeah, totally.
We try to stay away from that on the record, and I think we did a good job, and that's why it's got kind of a good raw sound to it.
Raw is a good word.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good word. Now, you actually grew up, though, in a musical family.
Yes, I did.
Which I didn't know. I read it, and it's very interesting. Your father recorded for artists like AC/DC and Aerosmith. They recorded with him?
He owned a studio that they recorded in, yeah.
That's cool. And then your mom, did she give singing lessons to Bryan Adams?
Brian Johnson from AC/DC.
Brian, what? They said Bryan Adams in the article. They got that wrong.
Maybe.
It's still just as good. So, what was it like growing up in your household then, being surrounded by that?
It made the whole thing seem really realistic because I was too young to understand that was like, you know, something like a big deal or whatever, because that was like who my parents hung out with, and you know, I went to work with my dad and it would be like Bon Jovi recording or whatever, so that just seemed like a normal thing, so it seemed like a really realistic career option for me, and apparently it's worked out.
So is it something that you always knew that you wanted to do, obviously, because you're just brought up in it?
Definitely.
That's all you knew, right?
Yeah.
What about you? What was it like growing up around your household? Were you surrounded by music as well?
Yeah, my grandfather was a musician. He played everything, and he really inspired me to get into this business. And then, you know, I did the piano. My mom stuck me in piano lessons, and
did you like piano lessons? Because I think a lot of people take, you know,
at the time, I hated it, but you know, I don't think I'd be anywhere near where I am now if it wasn't for that. So yeah, I think it's a great way to start for any kid, for sure.
And choir in school as well.
Never mind about that.
Why?
Never mind about that.
Did you love choir? Well, I never took choir in school. Is it bad? I don't know.
I might have sung sopranos.
It just sucks because you miss lunch hour. You know, all the other kids are out getting pizza and like
they starve
driving
you?
and
Is
stuff.
that what happens?
They whip you and have you move cinder blocks.
That's just abusive.
It is.
I don't like that. No, that's not what happens. I never took choir, but you guys obviously it worked out for you guys.
It worked out okay.
Since you're successful now, right?
Let's hope so.
What do you mean, let's hope so?
Well, I'm still planning on moving out of my mom's basement.
Do you like the basement?
Well, you know...
Does your mom still cook for you?
Yeah, she does my laundry.
Yeah? So you have a perfect little life then right now.
Yeah, I mean, I got no complaints. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. We have an email question. This is from Karina in Stony Creek, Ontario.
Okay.
Hey guys, my question for you is, what do you think your fans would be most surprised to find out about you? What do you think?
We should talk about espionage for a second.
Yeah.
Like,
you guys have seen espionage skills.
You guys have obviously seen 24.
Yeah.
Well, that's based on Josh and I.
That's true.
I was Almeida in a former lifetime, and Josh, Jack, and...
I was Bauer.
Really?
Yeah.
Undercover?
All around.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So, you know, although I guess now it's widely known, so our espionage skills are going to be drastically decreased, but, you know...
You took from your mom's basement?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. We have another question. This is from Brittany, and she's right... Where are you? There you are. You're over there. What's your question?
Hey, Brittany.
Hi. I just want to know, what are your guilty pleasures?
Guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures.
What would you think? What would you say that you can't live without? Well, something guilty.
I don't know.
You put them on the spot, Brett.
What's yours, smart guy?
She doesn't want to share it with you. Do you have any guilty pleasures that you can think of?
No, I'm proud of my pleasures.
I really like 80s rock music. Like really, really lame 80s rock music.
Matt listens to Def Leppard a lot.
Is that lame though?
No, that's not lame at all.
That's not lame.
No. That's very cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Do
Sorry,
you
it's
like
really not that
Britney
interesting.
Spears, or
No.
do you have a poster on your wall?
I used to have a poster.
Well,
She won't return my calls.
Why? Are you stalking her or what?
No.
Oh.
We
Kind
tried.
of? You tried and it just didn't work?
She lost the hair and I lost interest.
Yeah.
Really? See, you don't like girls that shave their heads. Is that what you're... But what about Natalie Portman, though? In V for Vendetta, the most
I
gorgeous
think it works.
girl?
I think it works. It works.
And Halle Berry's supposedly going to shave her head for
Okay,
a new
that's
film
all
role.
right. That's all right.
They're gorgeous girls. I think
that's
some people
okay.
can pull it off. You don't need hair. Right? What about you? Would you ever shave your head?
No.
It's
No,
a wig. It's a wig.
Is this a wig?
Yeah, yank it.
No, it's not.
No.
It's on there.
No. You guys, I shouldn't shave my
Blue
head.
is natural, actually.